Hello everyone, welcome to Andrew's Art and Models. I finally have another review for you. I am so sorry, I have been as sick as a dog, but I'm finally back on the bench, finally getting something done, and I thought, why not, let's kick it off with the Battlestar Galactica build. Now I'm going to do a kit review and a build review of this kit, so we're going to put this aside for the moment. Just a little teaser, we'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so the kit, 1/32 scale by Moebius. It's been around for a few years now. This one I picked up pretty cheap because it's got a bit of damage on the kit and everything, so they were getting rid of it. So I went, yep, why not? Perfect time. Gives you a little rundown on the Cylon Raider itself. The instructions are really basic. So this kit is very simple. There are very few parts. It is something you will knock together very quickly. In fact, the one that you saw complete took me 2 days to do everything on it, and I'll cover all that in a minute. But there you go. Nice painting instructions on the back. It is black and white though, but really it's a silver and grey ship. So how much detail do you really need? You've got some decent photos there, as well as a picture on the front of the box to go by. So I had a lot of fun actually building this one. It was surprising. I wasn't expecting a heck of a lot from it. We'll just show you the sprue. So all the parts come bagged as per normal. We've got the underside of the wings here, and you can see the detailing on these is actually really quite nice. So it's a simple kit, but the detail is quite good. Very few parts that you actually need to tidy up. So unlike some of the other kits, there aren't these huge pieces of injected plastic that you need to get rid of. All the sink marks are well hidden on the inside of the kit, so you're not going to see them once you put it together. Very simple. So those are the two wing sections there. We'll just quickly breeze through these. That's the underside and the front. So some of you will notice that the cockpit or the nose of the ship is somewhat different to some of the ones that you see in the episode. So there seems to be two sort of styles that I found out when I was researching this one. So if you have a look in the first season, the nose is different on some of these. So especially if you look at the scene where they've got one captured in the Galactica hangar bay, the nose is very different. So this is a little bit more streamlined, I suppose, than the other one. The other one looks a bit blockier, a bit more blocky, rather. So it's, a tiny bit of difference. Thrusters on the side there, they go on the side of the wings. So they will actually sit in here. And then you've got, sorry, I didn't cover these. These parts go on top of the wings as well on the opposite side. So very simple. Engine thrusters, not bad, they're okay. Clean up, very little. There's not much flash on these. So they're done reasonably well, or fairly well, I should say. And the top wing section along with the engines. So there isn't a heck of a lot to this kit. It's very basic. The only changes I made to this kit when I was making it were the Cylon emblems on the sides here. I just didn't like them, and I couldn't really see them in any of the reference photos that I was looking up on the net. So basically I just shaved those off, sanded them down, and used a little bit of putty to tidy up areas where I've been a bit overzealous with the razor blade. But yeah, pretty easy. But you can leave them on there if you want them on there. It's really personal preference. The model goes together really well. There was only a tiny bit of putty that I needed to put along some of the seams at the front. But other than that, very neat and easy. Just be careful when you're cutting these off. Don't go too close to the plastic, because it will mark it, and it will be a pain to tidy that up. But yeah, other than that, very nice. So if you've seen the Battlestar Galactica review that I've done, you would have seen all the injection pin marks that I had to clean up on that, and there's nothing like that on this kit. So it's very simple, but it's very neat, tidy, quick and easy build. The stand, once again, you get the clear stand, same as you get with the other kits. You've got some clear parts for the engines here, and a clear part for the Cylon eye that moves at the back of the front of the cockpit there. I elected to keep that off mine, and I'll show you why. But yeah, all pretty simple, straightforward. Yeah, let's have a look at the completed product. And here we are. Here is my painted and finished Cylon Raider. So I'll go through how I did it with you. The camera's going to be going in and out a fair bit because this is raised up fairly high off the stand, so it's going to be choosing between the two of those, so just bear with me. But the model itself, once it's assembled, it's actually quite large as well, so it's a little bit difficult for me to film it when we've done it. But the painting was really quite simple. I'm going to do another build video on this because I had a lot of fun making this kit. Pretty much I just used a mix of Tamiya and Mr. Hobby metallic paints just to give me the different colors there, and I did a bit of a shading with some pastel and just some dry brushing with a bit of pastel on there just to give me some highlights, some low lights, just change it up so you can see the difference there. That was all pretty much the same color. That was slightly darker, and then I just used a bit of pastel on here just to change it. Guns are fairly simple. The only thing I really didn't get right when I built it, and it's an easy fix, is just these engines here. That's the clear part that I was talking about earlier sitting in there. So it actually sits proud of the engine, and then the exhaust goes on top of it. I didn't realize that when I was making it until later on, and then I completely forgot to correct it when I entered it into the model competition. So I didn't place, but I did get a commended, and it's pretty much just little things like that, which really just cost me that. But that happens. It's still a lot of fun. Still had a great time building it. It was actually one of the first kits I ever got commended, so I was really stoked. So LEDs, I installed 3 LEDs, very simple. There are lighting kits available for this. I didn't bother with them, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But you can see in the engines there, just try and zoom in. So that's the clear part. And I just put a little bit of black paint on the raised details on some of the clear part there, because if you look at some of the images on the show, you can see there's these little things inside the engine. So I just thought, no, we'll try and replicate that a little bit. And that was easy enough done. Just a little dab of black paint. Simple. And we'll just show you the underside, what we can. And as I was talking about that focus, here it is. Alright, so underside, completed the same as the top. I can't take it off the stand, sorry, it is permanently fixed to this, so you'll just have to bear with me with that. But you got the missile bays here, and you can see a little bit of pastel work in there, a little bit of damage work there, a little bit of pastel damage there, or pastel damage, you know what I mean, you know what I'm talking about. It's been a long day, and a little bit here, so just to break it up, make it look a little bit more interesting. I think it works really well, and it was easy. It was such an easy, fun kit to build. So you can see my little engines there, and we'll swing it around, and we've got the little eye, the little all-seeing eye, the Cylon eye. So you can actually buy aftermarket circuit board that fits into the section here, and we'll have little SMDs that move that light back and forth. Now, as you see, that's flickering. That's me. I'm sorry. Getting ready from a video, of course, I knocked one of the wires and I need to resolder it. Because, you know, why would I not do that? It's just Murphy's Law. So I thought, we'll just hold them together and we'll get through it. But, yeah, so you can buy little SMDs that'll flicker back and forth and make it look like the eye's scanning. And I haven't quite decided if I'm going to do that on the next one or not. It's fairly tight in there as far as space goes, fitting the LEDs, especially the way I did it. When I build the next one, I'm going to do it a bit more simple. This is really one of the first projects that I actually ever used LEDs on, so it was a bit of a learning curve for me. But a bit of a panel wash on some of those raised lines, sorry, not raised lines, some of those panel lines, just to get them to stand out. And it came together beautifully. Absolutely love this kit. Absolutely love it. So let's sum up. Build is quite easy, simple, nice. It goes together quite well. Only sort of things I have issues with, as I say, was the little emblems on the wings, but you can see I've removed those on this here. So let's check that side. Yeah, there they go. So that's a tiny bit. Remember I was saying the tiny things cost me? You can see a little bit of imperfection there that I haven't fixed up properly. That's where the emblem was. So I've done that. Otherwise, goes together really well. Very little cleanup required, as you would have seen. And yeah, great kit. 1/32 scale. It is a little on the expensive side for what it is. To be blunt, there are so few parts, and it's not an elaborate model to make. I'm sure the molds for these sections were not easy to make, but you sort of look at the price that you get these for online, or even in store, and it's just, you know, it's a fair bit of money. Is it worth that? Yeah, well, it depends how badly you want one, I suppose. Personally, I'd say, you know, if you love the Cylons, then yes, it is. But if you're sort of humming and hawing about it, maybe buy a Mark II Viper or something. It's a little bit more elaborate. There are some other issues with that kit, but yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm sort of hesitant. It's price-wise, it's just a little bit too much. But I hope you like what I've done with it. It looks good. This a kit, just touching on that, was actually the original kit was actually a gift from a friend. So thank you very much, mate. You've got me addicted, and I had to go buy another one. So so thanks for that. Hope you like it. Now, on the build video, I am going to be doing LEDs. I'm going to be fixing up these little problems that we've got here on the other kit as well. So that'd be easy to fix. And I'll show you how I wire it all together and how I do the power supply. I'm just going to switch that off. Yep, there we go. How we do the power supply on the underside and connect it all together. Very simple. Thanks for watching. Once again, everyone, sorry that I've been really under the weather so much of late. But we're back on the bench, finally getting some stuff done, and away we go. So Cylon Radar, Moebius, 1/32 scale. Hope you like it. If you have any questions, just let me know. And yeah, we'll see you for the next one.